Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Had a weird situation the other night in our neighborhood. I think it was shortly, I think it may have been last Sunday night after I posted my most recent Road Warrior. We're sitting home watching TV. All of a sudden, we hear a bunch of cop cars. Now, we'll hear the police because we're near the highway, and sometimes you get a police car in the neighborhood. But it wasn't just hearing the police. You could see the lights. And there were a lot of them. So my wife hopped on our Facebook page for the neighborhood to figure out what anybody was knowing. Now, depending on who you were asking, it was either shots fired at a police officer. So we had 32 police cars. That's what people were saying. I never went outside to check. 32 police cars shutting off our neighborhood, meaning you couldn't come, you couldn't go, because there was some kind of incident with shots fired at a police officer. My wife, of course, is freaking out, telling everybody to lock their doors. Now, they never came door to door or anything like that, so, I wasn't worried. We live in a city. I normally hear about these things in other neighborhoods, but never in ours. So I wasn't going to panic or anything like that. We end up going to bed. I think my wife goes to bed 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm in bed by maybe midnight. We hear nothing about it. Wake up in the morning to a notification in my neighborhood channel on, I guess, my Ring camera that basically said there was some kind of boom at 2:47 a.m. Well, once it got picked up by the TV stations, everything ended up being not gang violence, not shots fired at necessarily a cop, but it was a domestic dispute. Somebody asked for a wellness check on a woman and a child. Police went to the door. Guy brandished a shotgun. Didn't shoot at the cop, but later shot, and, well, they decided to, take him down. 2:47 is when they used the flashbangs and popped down the door, banged down the door, and got him and took him away. A lot of excitement in our neighborhood. And it's kind of funny, you don't think about that, but as cities grow, the potential for crime to be closer to you happens all the time. I always watch all of those zip code maps and things like that, and the crime statistics the city puts out, just watching to make sure our neighborhood is safe. Now, it's funny, housing prices in our neighborhood, back when we moved in 8-10 years ago, you couldn't sell the house we're living in now for $175,000. Thanks to rising prices, house down the street is up for $407,000 right now. And I think they've got a deal pending. Same house, what was $175,000 10 years ago, now more than doubled in roughly 10 years. But that doesn't mean the crime is lessened. It doesn't mean we're in a better neighborhood. It just means houses are more expensive, and you just got to watch to see when your neighborhood's the next one to go. As people move away from the expensive parts, as people move away when they get priced out, they start pushing out towards the boundaries of the county. And I think we're starting to see that. And I think that was the first check mark on domestic dispute just down the block. What I was more concerned about was the fact that you couldn't go in and couldn't go out. They basically sealed off the exits and the entrances to the neighborhood. And I thought to myself, what if I'd had to go to work? What would I have done? And since it crossed midnight, maybe there are people working third shift and would have had a problem getting to work. Fortunately, everything's fine, everything's good, but you get to thinking about those things. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, still there, still getting posted, still trying to get situated to our new home, but check us out on the website, also on Facebook, also on YouTube. Like, comment, share. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Am I overreacting? Am I worried too much? Am I not worried enough? Let me know your thoughts. We'll be back next week, another Road Warrior. Thanks so much.